So every dog is different, okay? And, you know, we're looking at, if we break it down, in essence, we're looking for straightness. Okay, and that's not necessarily straightness of how the limbs move, but straightness on the path that the limbs take. So kind of more this is what we're looking for, but we do know that the limb itself will have a certain amount of rotation as they flex and extend as well. But generally, the path that they take, we want to see straightness when the dog moves. So if I do a little bit of Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off kind of thing, you'll understand. But we're looking at fluidity as well. So how the individual joints actually move, and do they look like cogs in a well-oiled machine when we're looking at them? But it's not just limbs, okay? It's how the spine moves. It's how that barrel, how that rib cage will actually move from side to side. We don't want it looking excessively so, and we don't want overextension of the limbs or under extension, if you like. We want the pieces to look really nice and even. But again, it's breed dependent. So it's always best going and actually having a little bit of a look at how your breed should actually move. Okay. And we've all seen crufts. So there's a lot of information out there if you start Googling and on YouTube about how these dogs should actually move. You know,
so
and
in this study, in the dog's emotion study, what was the sort of smallest breed that he used to look at? Do you know? Was it like a pug or something Chihuahua-y?
It might have been a Chihuahua, actually. I can't remember. I'll have to kind of dip in and have a look. I think it might have been Chihuahua, but his ranged from small to large. I mean, there was some a few obscure kind of breeds in there as well.
Okay.
So different types of spaniels, French bulldog, sight hounds were in there as well. So there, you know, he took a really large range of different breeds of dogs, from small to medium to large. So it's an incredible study, and the book is really, really brilliant. And it doesn't just dip into movement; he goes into muscle structure and how those different muscles move, as well as the skeletal system as well, and the forces that are implied on the joints and through the different paces. And it's just absolutely incredible. Like I said, I'm a massive fan of his work. And a little bit of
I think I can see his little portrait picture behind you, actually. Have you got a picture of him on the wall?
It's a shrine. He's absolutely amazing. There you go. But we're also looking for balance as well. We're also looking for the dog to be able to move effortlessly through their paces. And like I said, it's the whole body, not just the limbs that we're looking at. So if I just kind of press play on this, and this is, I'll concentrate on walk and trot for today. So if we look at this absolutely beautiful spaniel, I would say that this is a really good example of a dog doing a damn near perfect walk. Okay, and if we look at the sequence of footfalls, generally it will be something like right hind followed by right fore, then left hind followed by left fore. Okay, so they move one limb independently of another when there's one at a time, basically, with about 2 or 3 limbs being in contact with the ground at any one time. But if we actually look at the way this dog is moving, you can actually see there's a little bit of to and fro movement. To him, there was a little bit of a tail wag, nice, easy, low tail wag. It wasn't straight. It wasn't kind of off to one side or really, really tense. But we're looking at everything as well. We're looking at the way that the head swings from side to side. As you know, if we look for lameness, you can spot a lot when a dog is actually lame by what their head does. And I call it the ouch effect. So when the sore limb hits the floor, they go